What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima, Mary J Music. So I know, guys, it's another Michael B. Jordan video. And of course, this comes from Media Takeout, so we don't know whether to trust it or not. But there allegedly is some insider information. Now, what we have been hearing is that Lori Harvey broke up with Michael B. Jordan because he wanted to take the relationship to the next level. And we got to see that Lori Harvey took all his photos off first. And she even posted an Instagram photo of a license plate that says dump him. And of course, the Harvey family spoke out and her mother posted some cryptic tweets. Michael B. Jordan never said anything, right? And he played it really cool despite what was, leveraged against him from her fans and things like that. But allegedly, Michael B. Jordan thought very low of Lori Harvey. According to this article, Michael B. Jordan felt that Lori Harvey was an airhead and had nothing to talk about with her. Conversations were shallow and bleak. She would always be on her phone. And there was nothing there, right? He thought that she was very masculine and controlling. And, let me just say this, okay? I want to talk about this because, with money in women, unfortunately, women really feel that business in monetary success replaces femininity. All right? But in the real sense, it does not. You making a lot of money as a woman doesn't replace the fact that you're still a woman and you should still behave like one. Similarly with a man. Just because you make a lot of money doesn't mean that you still don't behave as a man should behave. You still serve. You still build. You still do things for others. That's a part of what masculinity does. Masculinity builds. It serves. But the thing about a lot of times with women, when they get money, that femininity becomes a taker more or less. They get more money and then they consume, right? But that's another story. Michael B. Jordan wasn't completely tired of her. And they had secret meetings with Steve Harvey, and Steve Harvey wanted him to still take the relationship to the next level. He declined. And what happened was when they broke up, it was Lori Harvey's publicist that came out and said that she broke up with him.
Stop the cap.
And he was shocked by that, which is why he didn't delete the photos off the stuff first, because he had no opportunity to do so because he was bombarded by that fact. And it leads me to this conversation. Do I believe this particular article now? It makes sense because she is the one still taking shots at him. Dump him. Steve Harvey said something. The mother said something. So there's some sort of animosity towards Michael B. Jordan, but he never responded to any of that. So I do believe that he's the reason that, or she's the reason that, he broke up with her. No different than Devon Franklin. Now, but what I want to talk about is this. What is the indication for somebody like Lori Harvey? That again, you're going to fail to appeal to the higher guys. And the indication is you see all these young chicks out here who think that it's so cool that Lori Harvey allegedly dumped Michael B. Jordan. So you want to be a boss chick. And you probably don't know that she got dumped. And guess what? When you have nothing to offer, a man who has a lot and you're immature, well, booty clapping sounds, you'll get that. But ultimately that guy's gonna leave you because, well, what is he gonna talk to you about? You have very limited conversations. And let me just tell you this, guys. I know that we're interested in women who are very beautiful, women who are sensuous and things like that. But for a man, conversation is very important. It's very important. A man wants a woman, especially a man who is very accomplished. I'm not talking about one of these dumbass rappers out here, but an accomplished, average, intelligent black man wants a woman that has something to talk about, that is interested in the world around her. We're not saying that you need to be a political pundit or that you need to be a philosopher, but you could at least add something to the conversation. And do you know what you find out with a lot of ladies, that the conversations are really bleak. They don't have very much to talk about. It seems like some of the women are not very cultured, and they do not know how to contribute to conversations. This is the reasons why guys marry one woman and don't marry the other, because that woman has something to talk about. Sometimes you notice that, oh, you had this girl, she looked very pretty and she was nice and she was good in bed, but he married the woman that looked a little bit different, that was not as appealing, because that woman is more stimulating. She's different. And the last thing that you want to be is an accomplished man, and then you feel that you're talking to a goddamn dingbat. That's the last thing you want. Oh, she looks good. She's a trophy. Your friends are bragging about it, but you get home and like, okay, after sex, what are you going to do? Let's watch Netflix. What did you do today? And then you know what's so funny? They always want to talk on the phone about nothing. They'll love you or like you, but what are they talking about? Nothing. It's a waste of time. Which is why a lot of guys hate talking on the phone. Press 1 in the comments if you're a guy and you hate talking on the phone, because it's worthless. What are you going to talk about? Nothing. Like, remember when you're a young guy? Oh yes. You can talk on the phone for like 4 hours a day, because you're both stupid as teenagers. So you're both at the same level. You get grown, you get older, you have responsibilities. You become more conservative in your ideas. You're cultured. You've been someplace or places. Your social development has risen. And then you find out that a lot of times, your friends or family members can't keep up, which is the reason why you stay away from them. And then the woman that you deal with. Long term, it can't be, it's hard to find a woman, for many guys, intellectually that's there. A woman that has wisdom. Sometimes women have wisdom, guys, but it's not as much as it used to be, in my opinion. The women have wisdom. That's what God gave them. Women can see things in different ways and unique ways that men cannot. And women can advise. You goddamn right they can advise. I've had women run my projects and things. They turn out great, but that's in a professional relationship. How many guys get that in a personal relationship? You see, that wisdom has to be cultivated, and which is why you see some guys, I'll just say expanding their options, but it makes sense here. Lori Harvey couldn't cut it, so Michael B. Jordan most likely got rid of her, being quiet and letting everybody think that she dumped him. But guys, what do you think about this rumor? I don't know, but it makes sense. What do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again for another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top, and as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.